Hello there and welcome. In this video, we are going to look at how to add an employee. To add an employee, there are a number of ways. First is to go to the main toolbar, click Add. From there, select Employee, and you would have the employee modal to start the employee adding. Again, you can go to Databases. From Databases, select Staff, and over here you click on this plus button, and there also you would have access to the add employee model. Now let's go through to add an employee to see how it is done. So first name, let's select John. Last name, let's select Emmanuel. Let's enter Emmanuel. Over here, let's enter any date of birth. Over here, let's select the sex. Home GPS, I'm going to put in any random numbers. Marital status, we can choose any. Over here, we have auto-generate employee ID. This allows us to assign an employee ID that can be used to identify the employee that we are adding. From there, we click on next. Here we can now enter the employee email address. Let's enter John Emma at gmail.com. Over here, let's enter Emmanuel's contact. Let's enter other contact Emmanuel may have. And also here, let's enter an emergency contact. It is advised to enter a contact other than Emmanuel's, perhaps someone important to Emmanuel or his next of kin, so that just in case there's an emergency, we can contact the person. So over here, let's enter next of kin name. Let's say John Samuel. Next of kin contact. And then afterwards, we click on next. Here, we are looking at stage 3, step 3, which allows us to actually enter details with regards to professional qualification. What is the certificate? What certificate does the person hold? Is it a degree or master's or diploma, or not applicable over here for employees who may not have any certification? So I'm going to select a degree. Years of experience, 5. Previous role, the person served, for example, as a teacher. Previous employee, I'm going to leave it or put not applicable. And over here, what role are we assigning to this person? Is it going to be a teacher, administrator, accountant, or librarian, or any other? I'll select teacher. Contract type, are we looking at full-time contract, internship, or part-time? So I'm going to select full-time. Start date, when is the contract starting? I'll select maybe 15th. What is their salary? Here we can actually define salary for the teacher, or we can leave that and do that later in accounts. Here I'm going to leave that, and over here remarks, so I'll write anything. So this is a test and then we click on save. So congratulations, Emmanuel has been added to our staff. Now as you can see, the name over here, we have John Emmanuel added to the staff. If we want to view the information or edit the information, we can go to database, staff, and then from here we click on the name. This is the basic details. If we want to edit, we simply go to the edit tab, which is over here, the edit tab. From there we can edit the name, we can edit the employment status, we can even assign a class to this particular teacher. And then we can look at the job details over here. So over here we have class not assigned yet. And then we can look at the salary, which is still 00 because we haven't actually input any salary for this teacher. That is how to add a teacher. Now, next we'll be looking at how to use the databases tab to manage your students, staff, and parents. Thank you very much for watching. As a bonus, I want to add that every employee added would be able to log in using their auto-generated employee ID and a password.